But if men are to be united to each other by being attracted to a common centre, it is necessary that they should be individually drawn. There are influences around us, many and powerful, which we can afford with more or less of prudence to disregard. But among these it is not safe to reckon the attraction of the cross of Christ. And that attraction is too general, too urgent, for any man to plead ignorance or even insensibility. If a man is not won by heroism, he is won by sympathy. If not by sympathy, yet surely by a love which is as strong as death. And who of us is absolutely removed from the power of at least one of these forms of the influence of the cross? Who is utterly insensible to the generosity of heroism? Who is so unversed in pain and so insured against it as to be indifferent to a strong, tender, true, appreciative sympathy? Above all, who knows so little of himself, so little of a secret leprosy subtly diffused over his being, so little of the serpent's trail defiling his life of action and speech and thought? Who is so confident that he is utterly and forever removed from the stifling vapours of the eternal pit, as to be indifferent to the salvation, to the cleansing wrought on Calvary? Here surely are attractions for all ages, for all temperaments, for all stations, for all degrees of culture, for all varieties of experience, for all shades of character. I, when I am lifted up from the earth, will draw all men unto me. Not irresistibly, by a moral, not a material force, by an attraction strong enough, if we will, to surmount all opposing obstacles, yet not so imperious as to destroy our individual freedom. He who created thee without thyself, and who hath redeemed thee without thyself, will yet not save thee in spite of thyself. He demands a free obedience, an obedience which would be unworthy of him if it were forced. Of all days in the year, he asks it on this, the anniversary of his death, when of old he opened the gates of paradise even to the penitent thief. None is so near him that he may not be drawn nearer. None is so distant as to be beyond the range of his attraction. Away then with all that can detain souls at a distance from their true centre. Away with whatever can clog or impede their free gravitation towards him who draws them. Life, it has been said, is a complex problem, and so it is. While we are distracted by the claims of contending influences, each absorbing something, but only something of our vital force. But the problem of life is simplified for time and for eternity, when the one most legitimate influence has been ready yielded to, and when a soul has determined in the strength of God to know by a practical obedience and to its endless peace only Jesus Christ and Him crucified.